Hey everyone, I'm back. I don't even know if anyone even watches these videos, and honestly, it's been a really long time since I've made one. It's kind of awkward, like looking at myself again. So I can't believe like it was like 5 years ago when I started vlogging. Almost 5 years ago, when I started vlogging our journey to conceive, and I vlogged everything up until my delivery, which you can find in all the videos down below. And then I did a little bit of updates throughout their first year, and I kind of slacked off big time, and I really don't have any excuse except for that we've been crazy busy. And so the babies are going to be 17 months next week. I have 17-month-old twins. Yikes. So it's been a crazy, crazy year. They're doing amazing, and we're surviving. The first year, I actually don't think it really got tough until they turned a year. I think the first year was amazing, and I took in every minute and second and millisecond I could take. I took it all in, and it was fantastic. Since they turned 1 and they became mobile, and the temper tantrum stage and all of that has just kind of like thrown me for a loop. And it's been a lot harder, and it's so funny because people are like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine twins at the beginning, and I'm like, bring me back. Bring me back to when I could swaddle them and I could get stuff done. Because I don't really get stuff done at all anymore. But they're doing great, mobile, running like crazy, climbing on everything. We don't have many words yet. Easton's actually picking up more than Ella, which is surprising. I always thought Ella would pick up before Easton, but Easton's got a few words, like he says ball and kitty and hi and bye and mama and dada. Ella points at everything. See, Easton doesn't point, so we're learning new words every day, and we play all the time. So they still stay home. Look at my disaster mess back there. Oh my God, it's crazy messy in my house. They still stay home. They are not in daycare. So my husband works during the daytime. He's gone for a very lengthy, long time, and I stay home, and then I work an evening shift. And so I work anywhere from 3, I go in anywhere from 3 to 5:30, and then I stay anywhere from 10:30 to 11:30. And at first, when I started, it was just a couple days a week, and it wasn't a big deal. And then the past couple of months, I worked like every weekend for 4 months straight. And I mean, it was nice on the paycheck, but it wore me out quick. And not this past week, but the week before, I worked 5 days, and no, I worked 7 days in a row, but they were on split weeks, so I didn't get overtime, which totally stinks. But I worked 7 days in a row, and I was wiped. I ended up getting really sick last weekend, and then Ella got sick this week, and she got croup again, and we're worn out. My husband's exhausted because my husband works like 12, 14-hour shifts, and then he comes home and takes them until I get home around midnight, 12:30 in the morning. I don't go to bed till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's up at 4. So it's like a crazy, crazy schedule. Some days I kind of wish that we could just afford to put them in daycare, and just kind of have some sense of a normalcy to a schedule, because it is crazy. But I know we sat down with my husband's schedule amping up in more hours, and he's exhausted. Like, I need to step back and kind of take the house under my wing, and hence the disaster zone. Because I've been working so much, it's like you just get up and we have breakfast, and then they play, and I get a few things done, then they have lunch, and then I have to get ready and get out the door. So I'm so thankful I have wonderful family in the area that help me and help take care of the twins while we're like in our crossover shifts. But so that's kind of like where we stand. So they're still at home with us. We've contemplating doing home preschool, depending on what I want to do. I mean, a piece of me kind of misses work, and then another piece absolutely loves being home. And I love what they get to experience, because it's huge. I mean, they don't have any cousins or any little ones around them. Like, I grew up with a lot of cousins, and so it wasn't a big deal. Like, not a big deal, but my parents went to work, but I went to my grandparents' house, and we had a sitter and all that stuff. But it was a lot cheaper back then because I've even had coworkers leave my position to go nanny because they make more money nannying than they do working my job. So, it's expensive nowadays. It's really expensive. So, who knows what the plans are? We just kind of wing it, and we're just, going. So the babies are great. Everyone was healthy. I don't remember their weights or their stats or any of that. And hopefully I'll have a vlog soon with them in it, but they're napping right now before we have to run to BJ's. So now that I'm up and at 'em and it's 12:15 in the afternoon, I'm finally awake. But that's them. As far as I go, I've been kind of sick for a while, hence why I haven't been on. Along with the crazy schedules and being just normally new parent exhaustion, I had some weird things going on, and I went to I went to my OB, I went to my primary, and so I didn't get a cycle at like 9 months. Postpartum, I still haven't gotten a cycle. And so she put me on birth control. I bled for 5 months straight on birth control. What stopped my birth control, or was it, so 4 months. 4.5 months, I bled straight on birth control. Not one day of not. And I stopped it, and I stopped bleeding. It was like the weirdest thing ever. So, 2 weeks after that, I got severe chest pain. It was like 5 days. And by the 5th day, I was like, all right, maybe I should probably go in. Working in a hospital, you think I'd be a little bit more concerned. But, so I went in, and they ran some tests, and my liver enzymes came back through the roof, and a couple other wonky tests came back, and so I had to do an endoscopy, and then I had to do like a 24-hour urine and this crazy eye test, and they think that I have a rare genetic disorder called Wilson's disease. It's not set in stone yet. I haven't gotten all of my stuff back. It's just what the blood tests are kind of at is what it's kind of pointing to. So in the meantime, since I had them in from like 4 months postpartum until like 7 months postpartum, so like 3 months, I gained 50 pounds. It was crazy. I gained a lot of weight out of nowhere. It was wonky. It was weird. And I was working out. I was doing Shakeology. I was working out every day. It was weird. It was so weird. So I still can't lose the weight. I still weigh more now than I did when I delivered them. It's crazy. I gained a lot of weight. So that's kind of where I've been. So along with, that chest pain and the wonky periods, I've been so ridiculously tired, zero energy. I'm zapped. I just don't feel like me anymore. And so we're waiting to get those tests back. But in the meantime, I am trying to eat low carb. I don't want to do keto because I feel like that's so extreme. And if my liver actually did come back from I did an ultrasound too. I had a non-alcoholic fatty liver, which is not good either. So I'm trying to eat a diet to kind of help that and ease my liver a little bit to try and heal that. Hopefully it's at a point where we can reverse it and not too far gone, but we'll find out. So I see a GI doctor, a gastroenterologist now, so and he's amazing. And hopefully I'm going to be making appointments soon to see an endocrinologist. Because after I had them, who knows if it was all the fertility drugs that I did for all those years. And it's been brought up by multiple doctors that could be a cause. That all those hormones and everything, because your liver is your main, it does everything, and it's a huge thing with your hormones. So I stopped birth control in January, and we're now in the middle of March, and I have not had a period. January 4th I stopped. I've not had a period since. So they say that it could be all those drugs just did something to my body. And so that brings me to the next chapter. I'm going to try and wrap this up because it's already 10 minutes. Um, if we're going to have any more kids, I would love to have a huge family. Honestly, I would. I love raising my children. I loved being pregnant. But I just don't feel like it's in the cards. I'm turning 30 this year. So our clock is ticking. My husband will be 33 this year. So not that we're like ancient or old or anything, but the fact that it did take 3 years to get pregnant with them, who knows? Who knows? So we'll see. But I'm going to try and get on here more. I want to do more vlogs to our twins. I've had multiple friends have twins actually in the past year, and even more have gotten pregnant in the past year with twins. And they all come to me with all these questions, and I wish I had a place that had tons of videos just explaining things that worked, because I feel like I went through so many things, and I relied on so many of you who I watch that had twins, like information that you gave. And I just really want to make a place that is easy to access and easy information for new moms, parents, anything. I just want to make this place a great place to come and watch some videos. So that's my goal. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I've been trying to work on a blog and try and get things behind the scenes before I did a video, but kids were sleeping and I figured it was a great time to get on and say hi. So I'm hoping to really work on it. My husband is really supporting me on this one, and we've actually given up cable, and since then we've been watching YouTube all the time. So he's like so funny. He's like into it now. It's like a TV show for us. Like we watch Cullen and Katie and Ellie and Jared, and there's a couple other ones that we watch, like daily vloggers, and he's like, this is pretty neat, like this is really cool what they do, and it's really awesome to document, because it's just amazing to have all those vlogs. And I am so happy I vlogged my entire pregnancy, because gosh, I forgot every darn second of it. Like I can't remember any of it. And I've actually like 3 times in the past 17 months gone back and watched some of my vlogs of me pregnant, just because it was a nice memory, to have. But I don't think we'll ever daily vlog. Maybe some weekends here and there we'll vlog, but I have to get a better camera, because I just have my DSLR, my Nikon, and that thing's heavy and chunky and hard to vlog with. And obviously we'll have to get better software, because, I'm on my cheapo laptop. But that's kind of where we're at. This is a super long video. I didn't want to make it this long. I gotta hurry up and get ready and get the kids lunch before they wake up. And it was so awesome to see you, even though I didn't really see you, but you saw me. I'm happy you stuck around. And if I popped up on your newsfeed, I hope you watched. Thumbs up if you're still here. And I hope you're all doing fantastic. I know many of you from the TTC world have gone on to have beautiful babies, or multiple beautiful babies. And some of you are still trying, and just hang on to that hope, because it will happen. I promise you that. It was a long road for us, and I never in a million years thought I would have 2 babies at once. And yeah, so I will see you soon. Bye.